Coming up on Cedar Valley Today, a film that several Wartburg students had the opportunity to help create will premiere tonight.
We take an in-depth look at how the Wartburg alert system works.
And the Wartburg players are working hard on a special new play. This is Cedar Valley Today. Good morning and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Ryan Riebenacker.
And I'm Josh Voigt. Wartburg College students had the opportunity to be involved in the making of a feature-length film with professional filmmakers last May. Cedar Valley Today's Courtney Moser has the story.
A movie featuring 1996 Wartburg College graduate and former professor Mike Jensen and his battle with cancer will premiere at the Waverly Palace Theater this evening. This Day Forward was filmed last spring here in the Cedar Valley, and Wartburg journalism and communication students had the unique opportunity to assist in the filming process. Senior Maya Weatherall was one of those students who worked behind the scenes and shares her perspective.
When a person watches a film on TV, you think, oh, there's only 3 people on set. There's actually about 100 people watching at the same time. It's just behind the scenes. So I actually got a chance to sit down and we all watched the people act, the actors and actresses act. I thought it was really cool to see that. I also thought it was really cool how long it took to set up each shot.
Another Wartburg senior, Adeboye Olanyo, had an important role to play in the filming process.
I wasn't in charge of the movie, but I was in charge of the footage. And so I saw every take, I saw every clip of it.
Olanyo and Weatherall agree that the opportunity to work on a real-life film about a Wartburg graduate had a special impact on them.
The favorite part of the whole experience was the independence I got on working and the trust that they had in me to get my job done. I think that propelled me to really focus and make sure that I delivered as they wanted me to.
I am very thankful. I actually realized my purpose here and what I want to do as a career, which is working in the film industry.
Not only was Weatherall personally inspired, but she feels others will enjoy the movie as well.
I just think the audience will find it really cool that Waverly's on the map for Hollywood. So just to kind of, they may see people that they've never seen before in town. They may see different places that like, oh, really, they shot there? That's how they set it up type thing. So I think it's going to be really cool just to kind of see that aspect of the film.
A unique film with a special meaning to the town of Waverly and the people within. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Courtney Moser.
Waverly Palace Theatre tonight at 7 and will be playing at the theatre for the next couple of weeks. For more information, visit the Waverly Palace Theatre website at www.waverlypalace.com.
Like many colleges, Wartburg has a campus-wide alert system to inform students and faculty at a moment's notice. Cedar Valley Today's Taylor Webb takes an in-depth look at how this alert system works.
This is a Wartburg alert system test. No emergency at this time. Thank you for registering with Wartburg Alert G. Myers.
Yesterday, Wartburg tested their emergency notification system, Wartburg Alert. They test the system at a minimum of once per term, with the exception of outflight.
We have them pretty much as a direct result of the school shooting in Virginia Tech in 2007. We started an alert system either in 2008 or 2009. I don't remember the exact date. We had one company for 2 or 3 years, and now we use the E2 campus since then. It's been much better, much quicker, and easier to program to manage. So the purpose would be to give an immediate notification to students, faculty, and staff of the college if there was a situation that could affect their health or well-being. And so Wartburg Alert test message. This is a Wartburg Alert system test. No emergency at this time. Thank you for registering with Wartburg Alert. And then my name. Somebody thought it would be more personal if I had a name there. So I put my name in there.
For Cedar Valley Today, I'm Taylor Webb.
If you have problems registering, come to the security office anytime between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. And now let's go to Josh with a preview of your local weather. Josh?
Thanks, Ryan. It's going to be a pretty sunny day today, starting off at 9 a.m. with a high of 26 and just getting warmer throughout the day. Noon, we're going to have a high of what's going to be around 37, but it's going to feel a little bit colder than that, so be sure that you're still keeping yourselves good and warm. 3 p.m. it's going to be warming up just a bit with going to be 41. 6 p.m. it starts to cool back down again. The sun will still be out throughout the whole day, so it's going to be 35 but feel like 27. And then at 9 p.m. 32, but it is going to feel like 24.
The sounds of line reading and laughter have been heard a lot lately after hours in Luther Hall. Last night I took the time to investigate and found out that the Wartburg Players are cooking up a special new show. For weeks now, the Wartburg Players, Wartburg's theater group, have been working on something that has them very excited, and that is Noises Off.
I picked out this play last summer, I believe it was June, when I finally settled on it. And so this is really my baby, in that I really have this is me, and this is Sarah Grumman, my stage manager, Sierra Crawley, my costumes and makeup person, Austin Peterson, my assistant director. This is us completely working on this from the ground up. And frankly, the reason I chose it is that it's hilarious.
But what is it that gives this play the humor that the cast can't stop talking about? Well, according to them, it's because it's relatable, but also easygoing.
The cast is hilarious. During a lot of our rehearsals, we crack up jokes because, the play's funny and everybody's having fun. And if they're having fun, the audiences can have fun when they watch it, so it's something that people can enjoy when people are having fun.
There's so much heart that goes into it, and already, we're only a couple of weeks into rehearsals, but the amount of heart that is in that rehearsal room right now is so inspiring, especially to me as a first-time director. It's amazing to watch these people go so far out of their way, and they've already grown. It's been 2 weeks. They've already grown immensely from where we started. And it is just an absolute pleasure and privilege to work with all these people and to watch them grow and to know that we still have 2 months to continue to grow. And by the time we put this thing on, I pity the person who doesn't come to see this.
Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Ryan Riebenecker. Noises Off will be held March 22nd and 23rd in the McCaskey Lyceum, and it's looking to be something you won't want to miss.
When we come back, we take a look at what Wartburg engineering students are up to this semester. Stick around.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you are beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. The whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Next.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Engineers are the people who design, create, and drive humanity's future. For engineering students at Wartburg, this semester will be an opportunity to show that they're ready for the real world.
Well, this one is actually
This semester, the senior class of engineering students at Wartburg College are designing and creating prototype machines, which will be tested and possibly used in Waverley and other communities around the world. The students will be guided by Dr. Leanne Fadley, who says that these projects aren't just about engineering.
The ability to do something for someone, help people with their engineering, is a huge motivating factor. And it's something that sets our engineering program apart, right? That we are so service-oriented.
Some of the projects will stay right here on campus. One of these is a device that feeds fish in Dr. Mike Bechtel's aquaponics center.
You just don't want to worry about it when you have breaks and stuff like that. And if everything's set up right with your aquaponics system, it should be perfect. Like you don't have to worry about coming back and doing the feed or anything like that.
The group designing this feeding machine is also hoping that their project will be used outside of Wartburg.
One of the coolest aspects of the project, I think, is actually that we're looking to implement it in other high schools and other aquaponics systems. So,
while this may be an opportunity for everyone to showcase the skills that they've learned over the past 4 years, for some people it's more special than that, because this is their own special way of giving back to the community.
We first compared it with the other project. When we looked at it, our project actually means something to us because it's about helping a community that is in need of it.
The completed machines will be showcased on Rice Day, which is on April 12th. For Cedar Valley Today, I'm Josh Voigt. Fadley also said that the conditions students are working under are very similar to the conditions of the real working world. We wish them the best of luck.
The Wartburg wrestling team has reached for the halfway mark this season. Cedar Valley Today's Nathan Stephanie has more.
Now over halfway done, Wartburg Wrestling has had a great season. But Coach Eric Keller, here at Wartburg for 17 years, understands that there's always room for improvement.
Our goal, ultimate goal, is to have everybody be at the best of their ability, reaching their full potential. And we're not there yet. But I love this team. I love the direction we're headed. We've still got a lot of room to get better, and the good part is we still have time to get better. So it's definitely a work in progress for sure.
Senior Eric DeVos says the team is ready for what's next.
This is always a time of year where I feel like the coaches have us the most prepared, and we're starting to peak. So these last couple months are something that we obviously really look forward to.
These past months, the team has won 200 consecutive Iowa Conference duels in a row, so they're still aiming high.
The important part of development is helping guys understand that, right now matters. Every single day matters. Don't wait to be good. Do everything you can, right now to be good. And that way, when your opportunity comes, you are ready to jump in there and not just hopefully make the team. We want your goal to be, I want to win the national championship. That's where we want your sights set.
And although he'll be graduating, DeVos will always remember his team.
If you're a part of Wartburg Wrestling, you're always a part of the family, so that's something that I can always carry with me.
Eric DeVos is just one of 5 graduating seniors on the wrestling team. For Cedar Valley Today, I'm Nathan Stephanie.
The team's next matches will be taking place this Saturday in Storm Lake.
Eating laundry detergent on camera is an actual thing among mostly young people, and YouTube wants it to stop. It's called the Tide Pod Challenge. People eat the detergent packets on camera and then upload the videos to social media platforms. YouTube is now removing any video that shows people biting into the pods. Google, which owns YouTube, says its community guidelines prohibit content intended to encourage dangerous activities. Facebook is also removing posts from its platforms, which include Instagram. Tide's parent company, Procter & Gamble, also want people to stop eating its detergent. It hired NFL player Rob Gronkowski to make a video discouraging the stunt. The American Association of Poison Control Centers says it has seen a sharp increase in calls for intentional exposure to laundry packets. Here's what's trending in the Cedar Valley.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Here's a look at what's trending in the Cedar Valley. The Waterloo Library will be hosting an event for anyone interested in arts and crafts. This Hive workshop, being held at 10 a.m. tomorrow, will teach you how to make a personalized Valentine's wreath. The cost of this workshop is $5 per person, which will cover the cost of supplies. This event is open to people of all ages. Star Wars will be coming to Young Arena tomorrow as the Waterloo Blackhawks will be hosting their Star Wars Night jersey auction. Those in attendance will see Waterloo players wearing one-of-a-kind jerseys, meet characters from the films, and participate in contests and activities related to the Star Wars franchise. The night is set to start at 7 p.m. when the Blackhawks host the Muskegon Lumberjacks. The Bremer County 4-H is joining with Pizza Ranch to hold a fundraiser on January 22nd from 5 to 8 p.m. Kids will be bussing tables, and everyone who comes out to eat is encouraged to make a donation. Pizza Ranch has also agreed to donate a percentage of the day's sales to the club. The Waverly Shell Rock Go Hawks will be hosting their annual winter fundraiser on Tuesday, January 23rd. There will be cakes and some baskets up for bidding during the silent auction. All items have been donated by the athletic programs, local businesses, and other clubs and organizations. Tickets for the quilt raffle are on sale at every varsity boys basketball game. And now we'll go to Josh for another look at your weather.
Thanks, Ryan. We're going to have a quick recap of the hourly weather for today. 9 a.m. it's going to be kind of sunny with a temperature of 26. It's going to feel like 16 though, so it will be pretty cold. Moving on to noon, it's going to feel like 27, with 3 p.m. feeling like 33. The sun will still be out at that point. Then moving on, 6 p.m. starts to cool down again. Going to feel like 27, so not quite as cold as the morning, but still pretty chilly. And then at 9 p.m. dropping way down to 24. It will actually be 32 though. Now for a look at your 7-day forecast. On Friday, it's going to start off with a high of 42, a low of 22, as we just mentioned. Then moving on to tomorrow, it's going to be a high of 40 with a low of 23. Still partly cloudy, so enjoy the day out. Then looking on Sunday, the rain's going to start coming down. We're going to have a high of 37 with a low of 30. And Monday, we're going to start seeing some snow again, a high of 34 and low of 16. Tuesday, it's going to be partly cloudy, or overcast rather, with a high of 25 and low of 15, so starting to get a bit cold again. And then Wednesday, the sun comes back out with a high of 31 and a low of 21. Finally, Thursday, ending it off, it's going to be a little bit warmer with a high of 38 and a low of 22. So a little bit of a mixed forecast over the next week. Make sure that you're keeping yourselves good, dry and warm over the weekend. And then looking into next week, try and get yourselves out and enjoy the sun.
things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Welcome back to Cedar Valley Today. Joining me today is Mr. Spiro Stamboulis and Mr. Brian Eady, both respectively the producer and director of their new movie that will be premiering tonight by the name of This Day Forward. So you guys, thanks so much for coming in. We're so excited to have you guys. This movie is super central to kind of what our show is all about here, Cedar Valley Today. Since you guys kind of had this movie filmed and took place in the Cedar Valley itself, just thanks so much for coming in and sitting down and talking to me.
Thank you. Love it.
So for our audience, can you guys just give us a brief synopsis of your movie?
Yeah, I think the briefest synopsis is how is your faith affected when the unimaginable hits? And this one's centered around an illness, a true story centered around a family that faces illness, but there's a universality to the question of that unimaginable, and so we just follow a family through their journey of this cancer diagnosis.
And like you said, this story features Mike and Jennifer Jensen are your main characters, both alumni from Wartburg. Was it challenging to kind of take their real life experiences and transfer that onto the screen?
It was brutal. Yeah, it was terrible. I mean, so I went to college with Mike and Jen, so I graduated from Wartburg in 1996 as well, and had been able to follow their journey over the last 20 some odd years over Facebook from afar, and was just inspired by how he was able to get back up each week as a worship leader at a large church while facing this kind of a challenge. So when we met with them, they were incredibly honest and open about what their journey has been. And we were really intentional about incorporating as many true elements of their life, their home, Waverly, Wartburg, all those kind of resources.
All the good stuff, all the challenges, having a family,
authentic.
very real.
To keep it authentic. It was a huge challenge, but a rewarding one.
What was kind of the baseline in the beginning of where you thought, these people's stories would make a great movie?
Mm-hmm. Well, it started, so the movie was produced ultimately by our church, my church in Beverly Hills, All Saints Episcopal Church. And we had made a short film a year ago and decided that we wanted to take on a larger project and do a feature film. And so as we were exploring what that story might be, there was a turn in the Jensen story that I had seen on Facebook. And so I pitched it to the group and I said, I think that this is the story that's the perfect kind of storyline for us. And so I reached out to Jen to see if she would be open to sharing it, and it kind of unfolded from there.
Yeah, it's one of those things as well, though. Although it's about their family and what they're dealing with in cancer, it's really not. It's more general, because what it is anybody that's had some kind of difficulty, like Brian said, any challenge, a loss of a loved one, a loss of a job or a home or something unimaginable. How do you deal with it? And then how do you deal with it and get up every day and still remain positive and faithful to your God and to your community? So it's pretty powerful.
And as we mentioned, movies premiering tonight. It'll be showing over the course of the next couple of weeks. What do you guys have to say to folks at home that are maybe thinking about going to see it?
I think that they're going to be really proud of their community, of how it's portrayed, of the people. It's a celebration of this rallying around this family that has needed this kind of support, and this family that's also given a lot to the community. And I think that to come see, they'll see their churches. You know, Brian Miller at the Baptist Church was fantastic. I think they'll just come and see. They're like, oh, I know that place. I was there. I sat in the pew for this scene, and it's a celebration.
Well, plus it's also one of those things that, because it is such a heavy, true story, that you might come out and go, oh my God, it was really depressing. But Brian and the writer both, they executed something that allows you to, you're going to cry. I don't care who you are, you're going to cry because it's so real and raw, but it also has all these moments of joy and happiness where you laugh and hope. So it's a real roller coaster. I think that going to it, you're gonna feel the emotions of everything from sadness to happiness to, and I think everyone, one way or another, can relate to what's going on in their life with what the Jensen family dealt with. It may not be cancer, it may be something else, but I think that going to it, they're gonna have a great experience, especially a family experience. Being able to experience it's different than a lot of the movies out there.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time that we're going to have for today. Thank you guys so much for coming in and giving me such a great interview. We'll be coming right back after the break.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Next.
Nestle is offering a new variation of one of its classic snacks. It's called the Kit Kat Chocolatory Sublime Ruby, and it's made from ruby chocolate. The bar makes its debut today in Japan and South Korea. Ruby chocolate, made from ruby cocoa beans, was unveiled last year by a Swiss chocolate maker. Kit Kats are especially popular in Japan, where there are more than 300 flavors available, including cherry blossom wasabi and sushi flavors. Thank you for watching Cedar Valley Today.
To watch the full interview, make sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook, where you can catch all of our content. Have a great week, Cedar Valley.